to make it look like her husband was abusing her. The woman actually had someone punch her in the face. After her husband left for work at the hospital, she deliberately showed off her already swollen eye to others, acting scared and anxious, clearly trying to hint that her husband was beating her. Later, Lisa met up with Holly. When Holly saw the bruised eye, she asked what happened. Lisa simply said she had fallen by accident. That afternoon, Holly returned to the office. A co-worker told her that Dr. David was in trouble. It turned out the man from earlier that morning was actually one of David's patients, and he had reported David to the boss for domestic abuse. The boss called Lisa to verify the situation, but Lisa told him David loved her deeply, and the injury on her eye was just from a fall. She was clearly trying to make people believe David hit her, so why was she suddenly protecting him now? In truth, Lisa was using this whole situation as a warning to David, because she knew he had fallen in love with someone else. Once, she used lucid dreaming to enter her husband's office in a dream. To her shock, she saw him confessing his feelings to his secretary, who happened to be her best friend, Holly. Lisa jolted awake before she could see what happened next. The truth was, Holly had actually rejected David's confession. She thought it would be unfair to Lisa. Unfortunately, Lisa hadn't seen that part, so she began plotting her revenge. When David later found out that his secretary was actually Lisa's best friend, he went to Holly's house to confront her. "Why didn't you tell me who you were? If I had known, I wouldn't have gotten so close to you." But Holly fired back, accusing David of being a violent abuser, and even said he'd taken over all of Lisa's property. Her words pushed David over the edge. He demanded Holly resign the next day, and warned her to stay away from both him and Lisa. That only convinced Holly even more that David was dangerous. She decided to expose his true nature. She went to Lisa's house, but through the window, she saw Lisa unconscious on the floor. Panicked, she broke the window and rushed inside. She tried to wake Lisa, but nothing worked. A few moments later, Lisa suddenly opened her eyes. When Holly asked what happened, Lisa pointed to a cabinet and said she'd taken some antidepressants David gave her. But Holly took one look and knew. Those weren't antidepressants. They were sleeping pills, and that's not what knocked Lisa out. She had secretly taken drugs. Lisa then led Holly to a room and showed her a painting of a forest. She said it was the spot where she used to meet her lover, back when she was in a mental institution. But one day, her lover suddenly disappeared. Now, Lisa suspected it was her husband who killed him.